The eggs under the volcano. Dr. Sarah Chen had spent 3 years studying the dormant Mount Carava, a volcanic giant that had slept peacefully for over 2 centuries. The geological survey was routine, until her ground-penetrating radar detected something impossible beneath the magma chamber. "There's a cavity," she whispered into her radio, staring at the readout. "A massive hollow space, maybe 50 meters across. And there's something inside." The descent took 2 days. Sarah's team lowered specialized equipment through a natural lava tube, guided by thermal imaging that showed the cavities. Temperature was surprisingly cool, almost refrigerated compared to the surrounding volcanic heat. When the camera finally breached the chamber, Sarah's breath caught in her throat. Hundreds of them, massive, pearl-white eggs, each the size of a small car, arranged in perfect spirals across the cavern floor. They pulsed with an inner light, casting eerie shadows on the obsidian walls. The shells weren't smooth, they were covered in intricate patterns that seemed to shift and writhe when viewed directly. "My God," whispered Dr. Martinez, the team's biologist. "What could lay eggs this size? And how long have they been down there?" Sarah's hands trembled as she adjusted the camera. The eggs weren't just sitting there. They were connected by a network of thick, rope-like veins that disappeared into cracks in the chamber walls. The veins pulsed rhythmically, like a massive circulatory system feeding the unborn creatures within. As they watched, one of the eggs began to crack. The sound echoed through the radio transmission, a wet, tearing noise that made Sarah's skin crawl. A thick, amber fluid began to seep from the fissure, pooling around the base of the egg. Then, something pressed against the shell from within. "Turn off the camera," Martinez said, urgently. "We need to get out of here now." But Sarah couldn't look away. The crack widened, and she caught a glimpse of what was inside. Something that defied every law of biology she knew. It had too many joints, too many angles, and when it shifted, she could swear she heard it whisper. The volcano began to rumble. "It's waking up," Sarah breathed, finally understanding. The eggs aren't just in a volcano, they're part of it. They've been feeding off the magma, growing, waiting. The ground beneath their feet shook violently. In the cavity far below, more eggs were cracking, their shells splitting like rotten fruit. The amber fluid was flowing faster now, and Sarah realized with growing horror that it was flowing upward, seeping through the rock, seeking the surface. "The entire mountain is their incubator," she whispered, "and we just woke them up." The radio crackled with static, then fell silent. The last image from the camera showed dozens of eggs splitting open simultaneously, releasing things that had been sleeping in the Earth's molten belly for millennia, things that were now hungry, angry, and ready to reclaim a world they had ruled long before humanity drew its first breath. Mount Carava erupted 12 hours later, but the lava that poured down its slopes wasn't the usual orange-red. It was amber, thick and alive, carrying with it the children of something ancient and terrible. Sarah's final transmission was found days later on a damaged recording device. "They're not just hatching, they're spreading." The eggs were never meant to stay underground. They were seeds, waiting for the right moment to bloom. And now they're coming to plant more. The eruption lasted 3 days. When it ended, Mount Carava was silent once more. But sometimes, late at night, hikers in the area report hearing something beneath their feet. Rhythmic pulsing, like a massive heartbeat, growing stronger with each passing year. The eggs under the volcano were just the beginning.